Here is an example of the trendline reversal. Normally we trade the third touch of the trendline. As the market develops, we can see here is a high and then it makes a lower low comparing to here. This is the start of the day. And then it makes a lower high until we see this going down. Here is lower than the previous low. But at this moment, we are not quite sure whether this is a lower low, it's gonna go further down or it's gonna go up. So at this moment, the best thing is that for these 2 points, it's already confirmed. We can connect them and see whether the market later on will follow this trend line. If it follows this trend line, either break or reversal, there is a trading opportunity. And then we can see the market goes back up here. And then at this moment, we can analyze here. You can see consecutive bear bars here. That means downward pressure. That means we are in the downtrend. Another thing is that if you take this part as the lower low, we have the high, low, and lower low. These 4 points develops into a downtrend. And then when the market goes back up here, you can see that this bull bar with a very big tail at the top, it touches the trend line and reverse quickly. This means this trend line will be a valid trend line, and then we need to be ready for trading. You may argue, when you see this bull bar with a big tail, how do you know the market will go down? Actually, I don't know. At that moment, I would be prepared to trade down because the probability for going down is higher than going up. And the trading is based on the probability. I will have to try. And then after I enter, you can see the market goes down, then I make a profit. But in case the market pierces this trend line and go up, and especially it's higher than this point here, it's taking out this high, then it is not a downtrend anymore. And then I will put my stop at the top of this tail of this bear bar, and then I will take the loss. And you can see if you enter the market from here, the market didn't go down immediately. Instead, here is a consolidation. So the market wants to know whether it wants to go up to pierce the trend line or goes down. And then in the end, the seller wins the buyer. So the market goes down. Where do you take your profit? There are a few ways. So the first way is that you can see this bull bar here. The body of this bull bar is the lowest among this consolidation. So that's why normally a good point is the bottom of the body here. So you can take your profit here. Assume it's still a downtrend, right? So you can see that here in this bear bar, you're gonna exit the market. This is the first way. You can also use trend line to take profit. This chart is not very good by the bottom trend line. So you can try when the market is still going. You can try this low and this low, connect it, and then see whether the market will go down. In the end, it doesn't. Or you can use, this is the beginning of the day. So you can use this and this point that you can see, okay, later on the market goes here. But for you to go here to take the profit, it takes a little bit while. And another way is to use the parallel of the trend line. So this trend line at the top, copy and paste. And then go to the lowest here. You can see, okay, the market just touches here. That is because other traders are using the same parallel trend line to take the profit. Let's first draw the levels and the London Open on the chart. Around the London Open, the market has been testing R1 but failed and goes down, and then makes a low here. And then it pulls back here. We're not quite sure whether this is a lower high or it's gonna make a higher high, but it pulls back here. At this moment, taking a look at this part, we can see the market is now moving very fast, and then probably it is a trading range day behavior. So since after the London Open it's making a low, so the buyers should be downside. So we are prepared to trade short and go down. When you see this shallow pullback, you should be prepared to trade short. And also we can use the trend line to confirm the entry if you are still uncertain for the downside. Here is the trend line. This is the start of this leg up, so this is a very good point. And then we have the two double bottom here. It's on the same line, so this line probably will become a valid trend line. So when we see a trend line on the other side, there's a high probability the market will go to test it. So that's why when we see this signal bar this bear bar is a very good signal bar. We want to trade downside and then put our target at the trend line here. Or if you're conservative, you can put your target at this PP level here as well. Later on, when you see the market is making a minor high here, and then it pulls back to test the PP level, but reverse right away. So this bull bar can serve as the signal bar, so we can go long. The thing is that the whole day seems to be a trading range day rather than a trend day, so that's why this reversal is valid setup. To confirm the entry, you can use the trend line again. The same logic. There are two highs here, and then there's another high, so we draw a trend line to connect these 3 points, and then we can see that the market goes to test this top trend line again. So that's why this trend line can confirm and increase the probability of a valid entry. The classic day trading strategy is the trend line support and resistance. Basically, we want the market to make high and lows. By connecting any two highs or any two lows, we can have a trend line. We're expecting the market to touch the trend line another time, and then it's gonna bounce back from the trend line to the same direction. Here, when it touches the trend line for the third time, we're expecting the market will bounce to the upside, so the good entry point is here. It doesn't matter whether we have only one side of the trend line or both sides. Normally, the third time touching of the trend line gives you the highest probability to trade with the trend. For the fourth, fifth, the probability will be much lowered. Here is an example. When the market forms two highs here, we can connect them as a trend line. And then at the bottom, the same thing. When the market touches the trend line for the third time, at the top here, there's a short opportunity, so we can trade down to the bottom trend line here. And also, when the market goes up to test the trend line for the fourth time, you can see that the market this time didn't go down further. Instead, it gives you a bear trap. That is why the third time touch gives you the highest probability for trading. The same logic for the bottom trend line here. When the market touches the bottom trend line for the third time, you could go long, depending on your strategy. First, you can see it is a downward open triangle. That means the downward pressure is better than upward pressure. So for beginner traders, it is not recommended to trade up here, because if your strategy is to use the signal bar, which is this bull bar, then you don't have much room to go to the top trend line. That means not much profit. However, for advanced trader, you could use limit order to buy here and then to trade to the top of the trend line. For the fourth touch here, you can see it peers a little bit here, so it breaks this trend line a little bit. Though it doesn't matter that much, but the probability to go up is much lowered. As the market develops, the trend direction changed. When we see these two lows, we can draw a trend line. The same logic. Then when the market goes down to touch the trend line for the third time, we can go long here. And also at the top, we can draw another trend line here to aim the market to go up to touch the top trend line. However, for this leg up, you can see the market didn't go up to touch the top trend line. That means the top trend line doesn't work anymore, and also it means the upward trending is lowered very much. So when you see the fourth touch of the trend line here, probably you don't want to trade, and then the market becomes very choppy. So for beginner day traders, it is recommended to trade the third touch of the trend line and the trade with the trend direction. In day trading, sometimes you will see two setups at the same time, and both of them will give you good signals to the same direction. If that's the case, the good trade probability will be increased. Here's an example. In this chart, market forms some high and lows here, so we can draw a trend line accordingly. And then we can see the market is in a down channel here, and then at this moment, when the market pulls back to the top trend line, we're waiting for the short opportunity. And then when the market bounces back, and we can short here, and then the profit target should be the other side of the trend line. Apparently, if you follow the trend line resistance, you're going to make some profit in this case. If we take a look at the same chart from another angle, we can see here is a level for the previous low, and the market tested this 2 times. And then after that, the market breaks this level greatly. We can see the consecutive bear bars here, and then the market pulls back to retest this previous low. So here is a short opportunity as well. By using the setup of level breakout, you can see that we also make some profit. By putting the both setup at the same time, the trendline resistance and also the level breakout, we can see that both of them point to the same short opportunity here. If you see both trendline and the level give you the same signal, the probability of the trade will increase greatly. And then what you can do is to increase your position because this is a very good opportunity. If your strategy has both trendline and the support or resistance levels, sometimes they will give you different signals to different directions. So in this case, which one do you trust and which one do you choose? Here is an example. If you're trading trendline, we can see that there are trend lines at the top and at the bottom. And also at the bottom, you can see the market touches the trend line 1, 2, and 3 times. And then the market breaks the trend line. This is the trend line break setup. You want to wait for the pullback. Here comes the pullback. 3 consecutive bull bars. And then the market goes up to test the trend line again, and then it goes down. So you wait for the signal bar. Here comes the signal bar. After this signal bar finishes, you want to put your entry at the bottom of this bear bar and trade downward. You can see that this is a very good setup leading to a very successful trade. If you're also trading the support or resistance levels, you will see it differently. So the same chart, we can see previously it makes a low here, and then if you draw a line, this could be the support level. And then when the market goes up and goes down to test this level again, so this could be a setup for the support level. Then you wait for the signal bar. This comes the signal bar. This bull bar is a very good signal bar, and then you can trade after this bar finishes. However, you can see the market didn't go up very well, and then it goes down and then penetrates this so-called support level and then goes down. If at that time, if you're having a position, you may have a loss. If you put trend line and support level at the same time, you can see that they give you different signals for different directions. How do you choose? First, you want to take a look at the levels to see the quality of the levels. This level is based on the previous low here, and then it tested, but it's not robust. That's why this level didn't hold much, and then the market goes down. This means the level based on the previous low may not be very robust. So other levels could be better. For example, the previous day high or low, or even the pivot point for the current day. So you want to choose a better quality levels for trading. Also, you want to check which setup fits your strategy better than the other. So for the trend line, we can see the market follows the 2 trend lines and then it breaks. And here it tested the bottom trend line again. So this is a better setup. On the other hand, this so-called support level has been tested only once. This is the initial point, and then it tested once, but it goes up and goes down to test it again the 3rd time, then you may be more confident to trade upward. Euro day trading recap on September 7th. This is the 15-minute chart. After the London Open, it tries to go up here, but slowly going down. So we can see that this part of the market is very slow, and then there are a lot of overlaps. This means the weakness of the market. What we are waiting is market to break to either upside or downside, so it could probably develop into a trend. Second, we can also notice overnight there is a low here. So after the market goes down to test this previous low, you can see that this level serves as a value zone, as a support. So we're expecting the market can go back up to the upside. In the New York trading hour, we can see there is a trend line break. So when the market is slowly going down, you can see it follows this trend line. And then the market breaks the trend line to the upside here. Another thing you notice is previously we have a major high, even though the market is not very clear here. However, this high is breaking the previous major high. So this is strong breakout. Another thing you notice is these 2 consecutive bull bars. They're very strong. Also means the strength of the market. So at this point of time, we have first the value zone as a support. We have a trendline break, and then the break is very strong. So there's a high probability the market will go up. Then the market pulls back. We wait for a good signal bar. This bull bar can serve as a very good signal bar because the body accounts likely 60% of the whole candlestick. It's a very good trend bar. We can enter at the top of this bull bar to go to the upside. If you're taking the scalp, either 1 or 2 times of your risk or between, so you're gonna make the profit for this leg. After you scalp for your profit, if you have a strategy to swing, you want to wait until the end of the market. You can see a very good profit target is this previous day's high here. You don't want to go higher than that because the market could simply not reach it. So this is a good time for you to take the profit. And another thing you should notice is around this area. It's already in the close of the London time and at noon of New York time. Whether you want to continue holding your position really depends on your study of the historical chart. Normally, in the afternoon of New York time, the market is very slow. There are not many trends waiting for you. However, if you're a trader to trade for the whole day, what you can do is here. When you see this big leg up here, it's very strong. And you want to wait for the pullback and then trade for the third leg up. So you can see that this is also a very good signal bar, this trend bar. So you can enter at the top of here to either add up your position, or if you don't have a position, you can scalp a quick profit using this bar because you're not quite sure whether the market will go very far to the upside. But for beginner day trader, you need to take this opportunity to go up. This is a trendline break. And then you want to scalp for a quick profit.